Let's do this, guys. It's the end of an era. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the mid-level media channel. So I have gotten in my Scream Factory going out of business sale stuff for liquidation sale or going away party to groove.com, whatever you wanted to say about it. Look, the Scream Factory Shout Factory website is no more right now. You can't even get on the website, but you can get on Groove, okay? But they were liquidating a bunch of their like big packages with posters and extra slipcovers because they're not wanting to carry all that stuff over to Groove. I don't know like what the state of the posters from Scream Factory, the extra slipcovers, like are we going to start getting some of that stuff from groove.com? I'm not sure, guys. I'm simply here to just unbox the stuff that I bought from them. Now, all the stuff that I got like 3 poster slipcover packages for 4Ks, and then I got 4 Blu-rays. I think I got all of this for like 80 bucks. I'm also going to show off some of the other Blu-rays that I got from Amazon as well during the sale. I mean, I've been trying to knock out a lot of the stuff that I've been wanting during this time period because I feel like it's a good time to do so. And also this kind of feels like it doesn't feel, it's not the end for Scream Factory Shout Factory, but it feels like the beginning of the end. So over the next like year or so, I want to try to collect all the stuff that I want from Scream Factory or the stuff that I'm interested in. Guys, I do apologize, like my voice is a little funny. I am kind of getting over a cold right now. I feel much better right now, but my voice is still completely messed up. I've got a coffee here that I'm going to be sipping on during this, but I figured this would be a good video to kind of, or an easy video to get back into and film for you guys. But let's go over my Blu-rays first. A lot of these Blu-rays were very cheap, very cheap. And another thing, guys, I showed this off in the opening, but they sent this like in a massive box, and inside this box was all of the poster packages. So that's why they shipped it in that big of a box, because they got the, like these boxes they usually ship by themselves when you're getting like 1 or 2 4Ks, but they shipped all those boxes with the posters and stuff, and then the Blu-rays and stuff. It was packed very well. It was packed very well. So, and I know a lot of people are like, I haven't got my stuff yet. Hopefully most of you all have gotten your notifications by the time I put this out. I'm assuming you'll get yours at some point. I actually live very close to where they ship their Shop Factory, Scream Factory. I think they're out of Louisville. I live very close to where they ship this stuff out, so maybe that's why I got mine first. I don't know. But you should be getting your notifications soon. I don't think it's going to be a thing where you have to worry about getting your stuff. Hopefully not, anyway. All right, let me get into this. So all these Blu-rays were pretty cheap. This is the first one I got to show off to you guys. Creepshow 3. So when they put this one out, it was like 30 bucks. It was a Shout exclusive, or exclusive on the Scream Factory website. I was not going to pay 30 bucks for Creepshow 3. I will pay $7.99 though. I will pay $7.99 just because I'm a freak when it comes to this kind of stuff, guys. I get it. I'm a little OCD, but I got to complete the franchise. I got to complete the franchise. I got 1 and 2, and honestly, like I haven't seen Creepshow 3. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll love it. Is that a possibility? But I got that Creepshow TV series box set coming, and part of me just wants the complete like Creepshow collection. And again, the stakes are very low, $7.99 for this on Blu-ray. I was not going to get it at 30 bucks. Like that was ridiculous. But I'm sure it's horrible. But honestly, the people overreact sometimes, I feel like, and they'll be like, that's the worst movie ever made, and then it's not, you know, it's bad, but it's not like that bad. Like, maybe that's what this will be. But you got the front right there. You got the back. And I don't know if this has, like, new features or anything. You got behind-the-scenes look at Creepshow 3, interviews with the directors. So there might be some new stuff on here, so that's pretty cool. And I think this was a first time to Blu-ray release for Creepshow 3. I don't think it had been put out beyond DVD. So there's some interior artwork as well. Yeah, I get it. Like for some people, this may not even be worth 99 cents. But for me, $7.99. It was worth it just to complete the Creepshow franchise. All right, let me put this over here. And let's get into this one. I don't remember why exactly I got this, but this must have been very cheap. Demon of Paradise. This was probably like one of their $2.99 or $3.99 Blu-rays. And I guess the cover art just grabbed me. It kind of looks a little piranha. or Humanoids from the Deep. So, and I like those movies, so that's probably why I went ahead and grabbed this. This might be a Shout Factory exclusive as well. I can't remember. I think a lot of their stuff that was exclusive to the website and going for like 30 bucks at some time, like they were trying to get rid of some of those titles, and some of them were like $30, or not 30, but like $3, $2, $4, $5, stuff like insanely low prices. And the only exclusive I think I ever got for 30 bucks was Unlawful Entry. And that's because I freaking love that movie. So I got that, you know, that Blu-ray, and that actually had like I think 3 new features on it. I just don't remember the Blu-ray looking very good. But I was still happy to have it. I would have rather had a 4K for that one, but that wasn't in the cards. And then you got the Demon of the Parrot. Yeah, so let me know if this is a decent film in the comments section. Then I'll save this one for last. I got the Monkey's Paw. And this was probably another very cheap one for probably like $2.99 or something like that. But I know this is based on an Edgar Allan Poe poem. At least I'm pretty sure. I actually have the book. I've been going through my closet trying to clean some stuff out, and I found the book, The Monkey's Paw. So like I had this when I was a kid. I remember getting it at like a school book fair or something. So I have read the story before, and I don't know how the movie adaptation is. This looks like a fairly new film. Yeah, this is from 2013. Like, this is a newer film. This is not like a very old movie. But on the inside, I think this one was an exclusive as well. I think all these are exclusives. The Monkey's Paw. I should have went crazy on all the titles. Like anything that was $2.99, I should have grabbed it. I remember there was like a Sawbones or something, which is like looked like a Dr. Giggles ripoff. It was like $2.99. I should have got everything. But I didn't. But I did get the Monkey's Paw, and I'm sure that one was very cheap as well. So this next one, I remember when they put this out, and I also think this was a Shout Screen Factory exclusive, and the cover looked really cool, and I love the video games that have the same name as this, but I don't think this is connected in any way. But Dead Space, I went ahead and grabbed this one. And yeah, I think that this one was a Shout exclusive for like 30 bucks when it came out. But this one actually has Bryan Cranston in it. And this is from 1991. Mark Singer, Judith Chapman. So yeah, it's got a decent cast in it. And this has got 2 versions of the film, including an extended cut, new 2K scan of the inner positive, audio commentary, extended cut, all kinds of good stuff on this one. So yeah, let me know if like I said, I love the video games Dead Space, but I'm fairly certain, I don't think that Dead Space, the games, were inspired by this film in any way. Like, maybe it was a little bit. But kind of interesting that they got that it has the same name for sure. All right. Get this plastic off of here. None of these have gotten reversible artwork yet. So it's funny how like they'll do these site exclusives and they cost so much, but it seems they put the least amount of effort into them. Like it's kind of strange. Oh, this one actually does have reversible, because you got the disc art, and you flip it. And I don't know if this is a better image than the one that came before, but it is kind of cool. I like the green, how it pops. Dead Space. Look at that. Bam. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm excited to watch that one at some point. I do like my space horror films. All right, let's start to get into some of these packages. And this one is a John Carpenter film. And I wanted this one when it came out back in January, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hold off on it. And I don't need to get it right away, because I feel like I just watched this movie like a couple of years ago on Blu-ray. But I knew the movie would look incredible in 4K, so I wanted to own it just because of that. And part of me, just because I'm a big fan of John Carpenter, I want to own like all of his films that have 4Ks available. I want to own them at some point. But I got Vampires on 4K right here, guys. And I got it with the, I mean, I don't think you could get it without the posters, but I did get it with the posters. And it has the newly commissioned artwork as well. So this was going for like 40 bucks when it first went up on the website. And now I think I got this for like, it was either $15.99 or $17.99. It was something like that. But I was like, hell yes, I will own Vampires. Multiple slipcovers and all that stuff for $15.99. That's a hell of a deal. But yeah, James Wood is in this film. And I think this has all the same features as the Blu-ray. I don't think they added anything new, but it's a new 4K restoration from the original camera negative. And let me take this out of the slipcover, show you the 4K, show you the back. And I enjoy Vampires. I don't think it's a great John Carpenter film, but I think it's a really solid late 90s John Carpenter film. Maybe, you know, this is kind of when he was getting to the end, you know, of his good movies, at least, before he would start doing Ghost of Mars and all that other crap. So this might be like his last good movie. I think In the Mouth of Madness is his last great movie, but this might be his last good movie. All right, let me show you off this. Look at that, guys. That alternate artwork. I love it. Look at the back right there. Very cool. And yeah, this is kind of has a Western aesthetic. I do love the look of Westerns in 4K, so that's part of the reason why I wanted to get this one in 4K. So, and I'm glad I didn't buy it for 33 bucks, you know, because I almost thought about getting it off of Amazon when it first came out. But I waited, and I was rewarded. So there you go, guys. John Carpenter's Vampires. Went ahead and added that to the collection. Let me take a sip real quick, guys. All right, next up, we have a movie that I think this came out in 2023. It got a Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray went down to like 10 bucks, but I'm like, you know what? Because it was Universal, I'm like, at some point, they're going to do this in 4K. I'm not going to get the Blu-ray. And then it turns out Scream Factory did it in 4K. They put it out there for like $33. I'm like, well, this movie's never going to get marked down to an acceptable price point because it's Scream Factory. So I didn't pick that up, and I'm like, well, I'll still get the Blu-ray at some point. But I think this went down to like $15 or something in the sale. So I'm like, okay, I'll finally get this and own it in the collection. And that is The Last Voyage of the Demeter on 4K. So right here, guys, you got the cover. You got the back. I did get the posters with this one as well. I mean, do I need the posters for Last Voyage of the Demeter? No, but it was cheaper to get it with the slip covers and the posters because that's the stuff they were trying to give away. So that's what I got. All right, you got the fronts, you got the back right there. I wonder if there's some new features here. There's a new audio commentary, new folklorist and author Dr. Karen Stolzno on Vampires and Last Voyage of the Demeter. So yeah, some good stuff here, it looks like. And then you got some of the archival stuff that was on the Blu-ray when it came out. But yeah, I haven't seen this. I've heard good things about it, and I'm kind of excited to finally get a chance to watch it. I know it's kind of the story of the Demeter, the ship that brought Dracula over, and the stuff that happened on that voyage, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool idea for a film. But this does have Sir Davos from Bravos in it, if you all are Game of Thrones fans. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's look at this alternate artwork because it's pretty badass. I do like to put the... Oh, let me open this up. I don't think this has reversible or nothing, but on the inside you do have the 4K and the Blu-ray. And I think all these Scream Factory titles that I think I'm showing off came out this year. But right there, guys, look at that. That's some awesome alternate artwork for sure. Very cool. For Last Voyage of the Demeter. Let me put this over here, and we'll get into the last one. This is a Sam Raimi movie, guys. And I was pretty happy with my Blu-ray. This is a newer film, so I was like, I don't know if I need to upgrade this. But when I saw this as a part of the sale, and again, it was like $15, I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and grab this. I'll go ahead and add this. It's always a different story, guys, when the prices go down as to what you really need in your collection. Now, some of you may say, I don't need, when I know I don't want something, I just don't get it. Okay, Kim? That's ridiculous you bought that just because it was cheap. I get it. I get it. But you guys, there may be some other people like me out there. You know, price sometimes, when something's 40, you're like, I don't need that. I don't need that in the collection. Then it goes down to like 15. You're like, oh, well, I'll add that to the collection. Sometimes that happens. It does. But I got Drag Me to Hell. And this is the poster right there. You got the artwork right there. And then you got the original, which I thought Drag Me to Hell, like the Blu-ray version, had great artwork on it. Like, I love that Drag Me to Hell Collector's Edition. I bought that, I remember, when it first came out. And I really like this movie a lot. I remember renting it back when it came out back in the day. This is a 3-disc set, though. And let me put this. This is interesting because they just put the 2 slip covers in there. and didn't put the 4K in either one of them. But that's the original poster arts. Then on the back, oh, I kind of forgot Justin Long was in this film, and so I just looked at the back. So the interesting thing about this is they actually included a new documentary here. So there is something new on this 4K that was not present on the past Blu-ray. There is new Part of My Curse, Making Drag Me to Hell, extensive behind the scenes documentary featuring new and archival interviews with co-writer producer Ivan Raimi, actors Allison Lohman. So that's pretty cool that they included that, and it definitely makes this 4K feel a little bit more worth it. But let me take the plastic off of this, because it kind of feels heavy. I mean, this has got 3 discs in it, so I guess that's why, but damn. They really put some work into this. All right. Oh, they got a couple of versions here, which is pretty cool. So you do have the unrated and extended on 4K. So both of those versions are on the same disc. I imagine it's seamless branching they're utilizing there. Then you have the Blu-ray unrated, and then you've got the Blu-ray theatrical, and they've got all the special features. So I know that Scream Factory did new features back when they did the Blu-ray, but again, you also got the new documentary on here as well, which is pretty damn cool. So yeah, 3-disc set, alternate artwork, posters, $15.99 to get this. So it's kind of a no-brainer. And I remember when the artwork for this, the alternate artwork for this came out, a lot of people were kind of confused because it's not complete. There is a reason for that. So very, very sadly, tragically, the artist passed away before they could complete the artwork. So Scream Factory wanted to honor that artist by not completing his work and just putting it on here as is. You got to understand there's reasons behind it. So I understand it, and I do think this is pretty awesome artwork. And again, if you just had the title on there, some cool font or something, it would be a little bit better. But I get not wanting to complete it. And then you got the image. It's kind of an iconic image from the film on the back right there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, happy to have Drag Me to Hell on 4K. So these are the other... so I did get Shocker. I made an entire video on this, but I did get Shocker on 4K. This is like one of the greatest deals I've ever gotten. Everybody in the comments section of that video was like, I've gotten better deals than that. I get that, guys. I'm talking about like boutique 4Ks on Amazon. Like, you ain't getting much better deal than this. This was $750 on Amazon to get this on 4K. This also has brand new features as well. But I did get, I'll go through these very quickly. I'm not going to unbox them. I got Jack's back with James Spader. I think that this one was like $8.99 or something like that. It wasn't too expensive. But yeah, this is like a slasher film or something with James Spader. So I'm excited to check this one out at some point. I also got Ghost Story. I've heard some really incredible things about this movie, and I've always thought about getting it, and it went down to $8.99, so I figured the price was definitely right there. But kind of a haunted house, you know, Ghost Story. I mean, that image on the back is pretty freaking gnarly. So yeah, excited to check that one out. And then to help fill in my George A. Romero collection, I got Night Riders on Blu-ray as well. And this one was like $8.99 too. This one actually might have been like $7.99 or something. But yeah, that very cool. This one's actually got Ed Harris in it, so that's pretty awesome. This is from 1981. And then I'll show you the back right there. It doesn't look like there's too much. I mean, there's new interviews, so maybe there is some good. Oh, there's new interviews with George A. Romero. So yeah, they're putting their bonus features like in a different spot than they usually do. But yeah, pretty damn awesome George A. Romero's Night Riders. And this is one I know nothing about. Nothing about. So there you have it, guys. I do have some other orders like Dracula 2000. I got Dr. Giggles, but for some reason I have to wait till like late November to get those in. Like, they're in holdup right now, but I did jump on those deals as well when I saw them. There might be a couple other things that I'll show off at a later date as well that I've got in the queue to get delivered to me on Amazon. But thank you all so much for watching this, Scream Factory, Shout Factory haul video. It's been a hell of a ride, guys. Honestly, like, when I ordered all this stuff, I didn't really know the fate at that time. Like, we were still kind of questioning everything. I wish I would have got more. I really do. Like, if I would have known, like, really known what was going on, I probably would have went even more crazy on this stuff. So thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.